Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Ivy Madness. First, I want to say thank you to the media for being in attendance and for your coverage of Ivy League basketball this season. My name is Zachary Starrett, the Assistant Executive Director at the Ivy League office. Right now, we're excited to be joined by the Penn Quakers. Joining me on the podium is head coach Mike McLaughlin, unanimous first-team All-Ivy selection Caleb Padilla, and Floor Tunders. We'll start with some opening comments from Coach, then move into some questions from the media. Media, if you have a question, please raise your hand and state your name and affiliation prior to asking your question. Coach, floor is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. Just speaking on behalf of the program, the team, the whole athletic department at Penn. I mean, we're super excited to be here. This group has worked incredibly hard to kind of achieve their goal, and one of our main goals was to get to the tournament. We landed here, which is a great credit to this team and the overall program with the assistant coaches and everyone else involved. But we have bigger aspirations, but one of them was to get here, so we had that chance. And incredibly proud. The growth that we showed, the maturity that we've shown, dealing with adversity, celebrating the great things that we've done. We have 5 really special seniors, and this is the group that got caught in the second year of the pandemic. They play their freshman year and then they don't get a chance to play until they're juniors again. Kayla here in particular, you get an All-Ivy, her rookie year, first year, and then doesn't get a chance to play for a long time and has been special on the court, off the court. So I'm really proud of the group, but we're just really excited to get to work and get on the court tomorrow.
Take questions from the media.
Walker Carnathan, Daily Pennsylvanian. For Coach, obviously 2 tough matchups with Princeton already this year. What would you say is the team's mindset heading into this winner-go-home situation?
I mean, we embrace everything we have. We're dealing with a really good team. To me, one of the better defending teams we played all year, especially when they're in the half court. They're really special. We've had periods against them that were successful for us. I think we had this dialogue after the game last time. At least we did. But you have to put a full 40 minutes in. Again, it's a really high-level program and team. But I'm excited. I'm excited. We'll try a few new things, and we'll hopefully do some things we did the first time. We can maybe even do them a little bit better. But we got our hands full. But we're going to embrace it. This team is going to be ready. I've been in this league a little while, and I've seen both sides of it. So this team is going to compete and hopefully give us our chance. And that's all we're looking for at this point.
Jen Hatfield with the Next. For Kayla, kind of picking up on what Coach was saying about, the significance of being here. I know for you this has been a huge goal to get here. How does it feel now that you are here, compared to what you imagined? Like, how are you feeling coming into this tournament?
Yeah, it's all pretty surreal. I mean, this is my first and last Ivy League tournament, and, just feels like the culmination of, a lot of special things we've been able to do here at Penn. So feeling really excited, again, going to embrace the challenge, and we obviously have big goals and hoping to come out here a champion.
Mel Greenberg. Mike, back when this tournament started, I know when Courtney was coaching, all because Princeton was always plugged into the last week. I think back then the league allowed you to, make requests on the schedule, and you looked so you wouldn't run into a direct back-to-back,
Right.
whereas you have this week. What kind of challenge does that present?
Well, I mean, like you said, we've done this before, but everyone has the same challenge. It just happens that we played Princeton last and we played them first here. I don't think it's going to change a whole lot. We both have to deal with the same thing. We're not concerned about that. I'm sure Princeton is not concerned. And this is what you want, right? You're here, no matter who you play, you got to be really good, and that's what we plan to be doing.
For Floor, obviously, this season you've been really important for the team defensively, but in both the matchups against Princeton, they sort of made a point of taking you away from the rim as much as possible. How can you still continue to make your impact on the game even in situations like that?
Well, I try to help my teammates any way I can. So if they try to take it away, I mean, I still try to get as close to the basket as I can and offensive rebounding and staying in the paint on defense. If they pull me out, I might have to help in some other ways on ball screen defense. But if they maybe try to take some part away, I can help in other ways, passing maybe more on the offensive side. But I'll still keep trying to do whatever I can on the defensive side around the basket.
Rob Brown, Ivy Hoops Online. This is for Kayla. A few weeks ago, a couple of us were talking to Coach Griffith, and Jen asked, what's the strength of this league? And Coach Griffith said, shooting guards, and especially Asian American shooting guards. She highlighted you, Abby Sue, and Caitlin Chen. Just, with the three of you being first teamers, as well as Coach Griffith, an Asian American, being Coach of the Year, can you talk about the pride and, that you feel in that accomplishment?
Sure. Yeah, one of the greatest blessings about being able to be here at Penn and be a part of this league in general has just been to be a representation for Asian American student athletes, in particular college basketball players. Again, like you mentioned, 3 of the top players of this league are Asian American. I think that just goes to show that while we're underrepresented in college basketball, it shows that we can compete and succeed at the highest level. So I'm really proud to, be an example for younger people and younger girls who want to see someone who looks like them and play at the Ivy League and Division I level someday. So it's been awesome to not only be a representative of Penn, but represent something I'm so proud of, which is my culture and Filipino-wise and just being an Asian American.
Coach, the bracketologists are saying there's a chance of a 2-bid Ivy depending on how things shake out here. Not asking you to predict anything, but kind of regardless of how the results go, do you think there is, enough quality in this league where there should be a 2-bid Ivy situation this year?
Yeah, I mean, I've been bragging about our league for 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, and always believed that there's times that we should have 2. We shouldn't be having this question. But you look at the strength in the league, you look at the RPI, you look at the net, you see the wins that we have as a league, out of league, and just come to a game. Just come to the level of competition. So I don't want to speak for or against anyone. I'm just speaking about for the league. This is really good league. When you're a top 8 league, 9 league in the country, this league deserves to have 2. Represent college basketball. This is a really talented league, well-coached league, and it always was, and hopefully we'll continue to get better. But you got my vote. You got both. I'll take 2, 3, 4, whatever they'll allow us to be. I just think the league is pretty special.
For Kayla, obviously you and the rest of the senior class, every game you're playing this weekend has the potential to be your last game at Penn. Would you say that adds any additional pressure, or is it just about, the objective ahead no matter what?
Yeah, I think the seniors especially know that coming into this tournament, it's high stakes. It's, win or get out of the tournament. So I think we're keeping that in mind, but also just approaching this like any other game, which I think, going into it with that mindset, it's going to make us special. Obviously, Princeton is a challenging team, and Coach McLaughlin makes it an emphasis to, respect the game, respect our opponent. But, Penn is coming here to win. So we're going to put our best foot forward and do whatever it takes to do that.
Rob?
I guess looking back on the postseason or looking forward, if it doesn't work out with the automatic bid, do you feel you have a strong enough resume for the WNIT?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And there's no doubt. We've won 17 basketball games. I think we played a top 100 schedule. This team definitely deserves postseason. I'll say that with no doubt in my mind. This team can compete against the best in this league and the best around. And I expect this team to be in the postseason regardless of what happens here.
Thank you very much for the questions. Coach, Kayla, Floor, thank you so much for the time, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.